In this video, I'm going to show you how to change out a whole house filter like this. And if you have something that looks like this big blue cartridge, that's what I'm talking about. So with me, my setup looks a little crazy because I have this giant filter for radon, but you should see something like this, and hopefully you have a shutoff before that goes in and then after that goes out, which I do. And before I do any of this, I ran some water in a sink just so I have some water because I might need to flush this out a little bit afterwards. And as long as nobody needs to take a shower or anything, you're good to change it. Before you change this out, you need to have a new filter, obviously. On the side of here, you can't see it right now because it's on the back. It will say what kind of filter you need. And there's different levels of filters. Right now, I believe I have a 25 micron filter in there, and this is a 5 micron filter. I'm gonna try this, and the reason is because I am still getting some sediment in my lines. I know that for a fact because when I take the aerators off the sink, I have some sediment in there. So this, basically the difference between 5 and 25, there's also 50. And I'm sure there's more, but the difference is a 5 micron filter compared to a 25 micron filter will filter smaller particles. The only thing that might happen is I could have a drop in water pressure. So if that's the case, then I might switch back to a 25, but we're gonna try this. I have a bucket set up here, a small bucket because that's all I could fit in here, and then I have another bigger one right here. And then the first step is gonna be to shut off the water going in, and then right here, the water going out. If you don't have a shutoff somewhere, you might have to call someone to put a shutoff in because you need to be able to change this filter, and it's recommended to change it at least every 6 months. Some people say 90 days, some people even say 30 days. I'm sure it depends on the system and the type of filter you put in, but this is how you would change it. So now we don't want to just unscrew this. First, we need to relieve the pressure, and that's what this button is for. So if you want, you can put a rag over this, but it might be hard to press, and some water is going to come out. Just push down. That wasn't bad at all. And you might have to do some digging around your house if this is the first time you're doing this. You should have a wrench that looks like this. And you really don't want to use anything else because you don't want to damage the housing here. And this is exactly what it's designed for. So it says right here, even loosen. So you're gonna bring this up here and you're gonna turn it this way. I'm gonna try and just kind of hold it so it doesn't move too much of this. It's probably gonna be tight. There we go. And once you get one little turn with that, you should be able to take the rest off by hand. Obviously, there's gonna be water dumping out here, so make sure your bucket is right under there, and unscrew it the rest of the way. Get a good hold on the bottom. And that right there at the top, that is why we change filters. This may have gone too long. And that's what happens when you have a well. I'm just gonna drain this a little more. That is pretty gross, but that is not uncommon. All of this stuff you do not want in your system. Not only that, you have all this stuff at the bottom. Try and get all that out of here. Now I filled this sink up with warm water so I could try and get all this sediment out of here. If you wanted to, you could take some mild dish soap and clean this out, but it really doesn't look too bad. As I said, this is the label. It says use replacement cartridge AP810, 811, 814, or 815. And those are probably just different micron ratings. So this one will work, an AP810. And I will leave links in the description over to all this stuff if you need them. Take this off, put the filter in like this. Make sure it's sitting down over that little kind of post on the bottom. And then we want to take this O-ring off. I just want to clean the top of this. You can see all this sediment right here. And if you don't clean that really good, you could have a leak. which obviously we don't want. Any little piece of sediment could just cause some trouble. Right out of the package, we just want to make sure it fits and it's the right one. Good. Now before we use it and reinstall this, I'm going to take some food grade silicone grease. This is what it's made for, and I'm just going to kind of coat this a little bit. That's going to help seal this up and make it so that you can actually remove it the next time. You don't need a whole bunch. Just want to coat this whole thing, and then we can put it right on top here. Coat it one more time on the top. And since I took the filter out to show you that, put that filter back in, and we're just going to put this back in place and go the opposite way by hand, like this. Just want to make sure that it's going in easy. We do not want to use the wrench on this. We just want to get it hand tight. That's very important. So an indication of kind of how tight, this, you couldn't see the label before, so I know it's tighter than that because I'm doing it by hand. So this is hand tight. We have the O-ring in there with the silicone. I'm just cleaning up water so we can tell if it does leak. And then we can very slowly just trickle some water in there and fill up all of this. Okay, and you should hear the water stop. And we can look around for leaks. I'm not seeing any leaks. Now we'll turn this back on slowly. And then we're just gonna keep checking this over the course of the next couple days and even maybe a week, just to make sure there's no leaks. If you do get leaks, just repeat the process, take this off, clean it real good, and put some more silicone on that and tighten it up until you have no leaks. And it's a good idea to write maybe somewhere a little clearer when you change this so you know when you have to change it the next time. And when the water's back on, you are gonna have a little bit of air in here and it might be a little dirty. The water might be a little dirty, so we're just gonna run it a little bit. Okay, well, sometimes you get air, sometimes you don't. Nope, it does look a little dirty. So I'm just running it a little bit and should be all set. So far, the water pressure is actually better, and I have a feeling I know why. So I'm just gonna keep an eye on it. If I have to go back to a 25 micron filter, then I will. And this is a good indication of me needing to change this more often. If you needed to do the same thing, hope the video helped. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.